So, Nina, I had the chance to see you win Summer Nationals last year. Describe the feeling that you had walking off that 18th green and knowing that you were the Under Armour Summer Nationals champion.
Yeah, it was definitely like kind of breathtaking because I didn't know that I was going to win because I was 8 strokes behind going into the second day. And I felt like after like I acknowledged the fact that I won, it was really exciting and like I was really proud of myself.
And Mom, you were on the bag, was it for the first time or is it usually Dad on the bag?
Dad's usually on the bag. It wasn't my first time on the bag for her, but I have another son that plays travel ice hockey, so we have to split our time and be able to see both kids. So that was the first time I was on the bag for a big win for her.
You seemed as shocked as anyone that she was a champion, but you said, I love your quote. You said, "My daughter has been trying so hard to be a champion for so many years, and now she's finally a champion." What was different about that weekend?
I think she just went in with a really good mental plan that weekend. She didn't let anything bother her. She just knew that every shot mattered, and she had to just keep pushing. She went in behind. We weren't even in the leaders group the second day, and I think it took some of the pressure off of her, and she went out, she was calm, she was relaxed, and she was just ready to go the second day.
Did you take that like formula? Did you try to duplicate that formula for Worlds? Did you say, okay, I did this, and this to win Summer Nationals. My next big tournament, I'm going to do this. They're going to do the same thing.
Yeah, I definitely tried to like copy the same thing, mental game and practice-wise.
Mm-hmm.
Like I try to follow like the same practice plan because it worked one time, so I thought it would work another.
So the big question is, your mom was on your bag for Summer Nationals when you were the champion.
Yeah.
Were you on the bag for Worlds?
I was not.
Who was on the bag for Worlds?
Her dad.
And you didn't do too well.
No.
So is Mom back on the bag?
Yeah.
Mom is back on the bag for Winter Nationals. There we go. Breaking news.
Yeah, I mean, I just, I don't really know the game of golf. I am out there for moral support. She chooses her club, she does what she wants, and I just support her along the way and tell her, listen, we got to keep fighting. You're doing good. Just keep your head positive, and we'll get through it.
Is your husband in the room right now?
He is not. He's in Virginia with my son for ice hockey.
Well, let's talk about him then. No, I'm kidding. Do you think that you offer your daughter a little more motherly love than maybe because I know that my wife and we coach our kids very differently, you know? And
Yeah.
So do you coach your daughter differently than your husband does?
I wouldn't say I coach her.
Maybe that's the thing, that you don't coach
I'm
her.
just there for the mental aspect and keeping her positive. He is tougher on her. They get into each other a little bit more than her and I do out on the fairways. So, I don't know.
I'm not going to ask you to choose which caddy you like best. I'm not going to put you on the spot. Does your mom kind of staying out of your way help?
Sometimes. I mean, I've kicked them both off the bag. So,
Wait. You kicked both your mom and your dad off the bag.
yeah, but I guess my mom sometimes she can get a little too like helpful, I guess. Like I'll hit it in the water and she'll be like, "Oh, it's okay," and it's like not okay.
Mom, it's not okay. It went in the water. It's a stroke penalty.
Yeah, and then on the other side though, if I go in the water, then my dad's gonna yell at me. So like I guess I can see like both sides of it.
When you went back to your hometown after you won Summer Nationals, were you guys telling everybody? I mean, was it just like, or did the town kind of know already through Facebook and things like that?
I think like the club she plays out of, they all knew, but Nina's quiet. I mean, she was homeschooled for 3 years. She went back to school this year for the first time, and most kids there don't even know she golfs. They don't even know the level she plays. She kind of just keeps it in and keeps it in stride and keeps moving.
Is that tough to not have the kids that you hang out with know that you're amazing at golf?
I mean, some of my really close friends know, but like I feel like they support me, and not everybody like gets golf. Like they're like, "Oh, you just swing a golf club," and it's like, no, I do more than that. So like I guess I just keep it within my friend group.
Why do you love golf so much?
I like competition and winning.
So you're kind of like a silent assassin in that way, where you're very quiet and and things like. But you want to win badly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like even when I'm like around the club just practicing, like I'll turn everything into a competition. And then when I practice with my coach, like at the end, he'll be like, "Okay, you got to get like 3 out of 4," and like turn it into a competition to kind of light a fire. The
competition part of your soul was quenched when you won Summer Nationals. Then you came back to Worlds, correct? Mm-hmm. Didn't do too well.
No.
What was that like, having to live with that until this weekend now?
It was a learning experience, and I learned a lot from that weekend, mentally and obviously it pointed out a lot of points in my golf game that needed attention and help. But I feel like I've put a lot of work in, and I think I'm ready for this weekend.
Do you have an on-off switch, and when does that on-off switch happen?
It starts when I kind of step out of the car, I guess. Like, I'll put my music in, and then it's just kind of go time from there.
She definitely gets more quiet when she steps out of the car. I think that's just her moment where I step back and just let her do her thing. She needs her space, she needs her time, and that's okay.
What are your expectations for this weekend?
I'm just going to try to keep, like, a level head and, like, a good attitude, and then whatever happens, happens.
What do you love most about the Junior Tour powered by Under Armour?
I really love, like, the families and everyone I got to meet, and then obviously all of you guys, and then my tour director, Josh, like, he spends most of his time out there with us. Like, he's there every other weekend for our tournaments, and he would do anything for any of us. And then I love meeting new friends and being able to, like, just expand my golf friendships.
Under Armour's been a family. I love that they treat these players like mini tour players, from, the flags they have out to the press conference to the YouTube, swag bags, the introductions on the, tee box. They make them feel extremely special and proud to be here.
Nina Porcello and her mom on the bag back this weekend, guys. Thank you so much.